total number of player deaths by 25 minutes.
Wow. Dude, they're being so good mannered in this chat right now.
Win or lose,
it's been
a pleasure.
Resolution responds 5-game hype, and he says, "Yeah, great games, guy." Wow, they're all being so nice.
This is not the
What's going on?
it's the Euros. It must be the Euro influence. This is not the NA Dota I grew up with.
There Mu goes, the one NA player.
Yeah. As he hoped.
And there's a full rotation from DC. This is really smart of them to try and contest this because this is such a linchpin.
Free kill on Z-Freak. Rotation over from Hanskin, trying to keep Z-Freak alive here, but he doesn't have the cold embrace because they used it earlier. Z-Freak does end up going down for the first blood, but they got the avalanche stun, stopping Zoxa's Icarus dive. Meanwhile, some of the last hits are being taken by Digital Chaos, but they just don't have the kind of team to fully take this Ancient stack. They only got a couple of them. Plus that first blood, now they're actually going to try and beat up Weehaw, but the Primal Roar goes down. Looks like Hanskin may just be caught here. Resolution comes in from the back, gets Hanskin. They're going to try and nail Weehaw here. The toss goes forward, but it doesn't hit Weehaw, and instead catches Swindles, so that means the Sunstrike misses, and now both of the members of Complexity are going to try and run themselves out of here, but they're just not going to make it. One at least. Swindles may still have a chance. Z-Freak, he's looking for the opportunity. Swindles is super tanky with this Vanguard, and now he's going to get a lot of damage. In fact, he still has the ultimate ready to go. If he brings Resolution just a little bit lower, Time Walk, not quite up. They get a little more damage from the Wisp Balls, maybe. They see Resolution, he jumps over the side, he's low enough, they can get the Calling Blade, and they've got him. They get a counter kill, finally, they get something out of all of that, but meanwhile in the top lane, we're going to see Mimu come up here with a double disable. He might just be able to get the kill. They don't have the prep for, but they have the Finger of Death, the burst damage comes through, and even if DC lose one, they still pick up another. Now the Limp, he's going to be able to get the turnaround. Lane, looks like he's going to put the ultimate. He had an Arcane Rune, so they want to make use of this. Pop the early exorcism and take this tier 1 tower, and it looks like they'll catch Z-Freak as well. Moo comes in for the river, will be able to barely get the Primal Roar.
Unless they're ready as 5. It looks like now they're going to make the move forward.
Oh, Swindles.
They're going to be prepared for this
He's
fight,
by
though.
himself, and DC are going to start wrapping around. The TP start coming in. Swindles already down to half HP as the percentage-based damage comes into play. They cancel a couple of those TPs. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, Hanskin's trying to get away. Z-Freak certainly not making it out. The Cold Embrace is only going to delay his death on the left-hand side. Relocate out. Misery is successful.
Oh no,
this leaves Limp alone, or maybe it's alone with Misery. Oh, he couldn't quite finish him off, and now the Finger of Death is ready to go. Misery's going to be able to get himself away. The TP and Primal Roar, it stops it. They keep
the smoke opportunity on the Swindles. They get the ward down too. They know he's there. They want to absolutely make sure that they get this kill, and they're going to.
Yeah, they're going to commit almost everything they have. Limp, not going to be able to save him. Actually, blinks out, and Hanskin commits the relocate.
Oh, they know they're pinging
anybody. Yeah, they're going to go for this one. They can time the stun, which they should be able to. Stop the tether out. They're going to start pushing forward. Moo wants to make sure he catches anybody that is a potential tether target. They have to get the silence on a Hanskin. Z-Freak's in trouble. The Supernova ensures there's no counterplay from Complexity whatsoever. And Digital Chaos
is getting a little bit sloppier than they need to. Like, leaving the Wisp to die is perfectly fine, but you need that Winter Wyvern alive to Splinter Blast for this to slow down the push, but them losing an objective this early on.
Oh, Limp, he wanted to go for the toss back there. Now there's no save. Swindles managed to get the call with the Blade Mail. He's actually bringing all beams so low, the Hex is actually not going to be the same grace, as looks like our Death Prophet will go down to just the damage of the axe.
They need to get a lot.
Now Limp comes back. He bought back, fully committing for this one. They need as many kills as possible, and Moo, he's dead to rights, but it doesn't happen. And now Digital Chaos, just like the last time they saw an opening like this, they're immediately going to go and try and contest this relocate back. Hanskin silence up. The Winter Scar's going to be able to stall things up, and Complexity look for the full return.
From Complexity, if they can find an angle, like if they can get Resolution
Swindles.
Right here.
Oh, he's going to be able to get the catch on the Resolution. He can't get the burst damage. They got him. They get the relocate in. Now Weehaw starts going in with the Spirit Siphon. They get the toss back. Complexity start backing away, looking to be able to kite Weehaw as best as possible. The dive goes out. Soxa looking for more. Meanwhile, deeper in, they manage to get the blink in and take out the big disabler of the Lion, and they get Winter's Curse on Weehaw as well. Swindles a little bit low, but now Limp's gonna be able to get the two-man stun. Swindles holding, reinitiating, get into the Blink Dagger, and manage to take out the Death Prophet. Yes, the Supernova exploded, and Sox is back, but it may not mean much. Limp comes in, immediately takes him out with a toss combination.
Oh, we
and
can't
Weehaw,
afford to die
without
here.
the exorcism, he may just end up straight up dying. The Spirit Siphon going on the Swindles. Again, percentage-based damage, Cold Embrace. Taking actually, he already barely gets him, but it costs him his life still. And Complexity, they strike back hard. They look
even with that early lead, he continues to cascade it in here.
Might just find the initiation. Z-Freak, there's the interruption. Swindles managed to get 2, and Misery will be the first to go down with the Sunstrike. Now the Chrono actually gets laid out. There's the Chronosphere. This is the combination we could see, but Z-Freak, he stops it all with a beautiful Winter's Curse. Now they're comboed up by Limp and tossed into the air with the call. Swindles can't quite finish any of them off.
He's healing so much.
Right in the middle of all this with the Spirit Siphon. He's healing through all of it, and Swindles, he can't survive. There's too much damage out there. Z-Freak looking to be able to hide himself in the trees and get the TP out. Spotted. Sunstrike. There's the Yule Scepter, stopping Z-Freak from getting away. They'll take finding much, but if he runs into Moo, they may be able to get the relocate play. They've got him. Sunstrike over the top, bringing him low, and there's the relocate to make sure they finish him off.
He's gonna get caught.
Oh no, the Sunray, they managed to get him held in. They're gonna pop him almost immediately. Nothing
They can't lose
can do.
Z-Freak.
Z-Freak, he's got to be able to get out of here. Hold on to that Winter's Curse. They still have the potential to interrupt this one. In fact, they even have the buyback of Swindles.
Swindles got a little bit
Swindles
greedy
wants
there.
to make the play. He just no! What was that? Chronosphere, that's going to whip on Chessie as well as Z-Freak as they manage to get the blink away, but Swindles, it looks like he may just be dying again here. Another death laid out, the blade mail a bit too late. Now the Winter's Curse goes down, but that's not going to be doing much. Z-Freak, something clicked. Complexity, they got aggressive. Game 3, now we're going to see the result of Game 5. The jump in, Z-Freak is going to be first one, he's going to be popped almost instantaneously, but the initiation simultaneously takes out the Phoenix. 1-for-1, resolution, BKBs all around. The Primal Roar goes, he may be able to get the instant blink away. No, not.
I think they
hold. What's going on to Chessie? Chessie, Chessie, he's got the blink. Yeah, actually, they're going to be able to catch him. It looks like they should be able to run him down. Glimmer Cave gets a little space. See if he can actually get out of this one. The Battle Hunger's picking him away, and it's just so hard. Meanwhile, Chessie, he managed to catch Moo. Moo just trying to buy time with the blink dagger. He's got it up. He's ahead. Swindles.
They're not even going to wait for Misery. I think they understand they can't
They've got the pick. Swindles. The big initiator. He's going to be held in. They don't have the immediate damage. Sunray starts coming in. Hanskin waiting. He's deciding whether or not he needs to do the The Tornado's going to be able to intercept. Now he goes for the relocate, instantly taking him out. The BKB activated by Resolution in time, stopping the stuns of Limp. Now the 3-man Chronosphere. Weehaw, he's going to be able to get so much. They get the stun on Swindles as well. He can't get the call. Weehaw's out putting so much damage to the Spirit Siphon. He's already taken 2 down. Here comes the Refresher. Chessie realizes he can't do jack. He's got to just get himself out of here. Moo looking for some sort of block here. Z-Freak, they'll be okay as well. Digital Chaos, they take 3. Chessie tanking it up with the Forge Spirits. Weehaw starts with the Exorcism. Now it's up to Complexity. They lead the way. Weehaw almost being taken out, but now the Chronosphere. Saksa also held in. That means Chessie, he can get all the damage he wants. They managed to get the save. Weehaw is going to be controlled up by the Winter's Curse. Z-Freak blown up on the side, but he managed to get the Winter's Curse off already. Can his team persevere on through? Moon not going to be taken down so lightly. The combination isn't quite enough, and now Limp is going to be chased away by Weehaw, who's quite healthy and has the Exorcism really roaming. Now Complexity, they see the opening. His Exorcism is about to fade out. The Tornado catches 2 in the background while Weehaw's the target. The blade mail starts ripping through him. The Yule Scepter goes down. The Spirit Siphon starts healing him, and he goes right back up to full. Misery dies on the side. Weehaw just hoping to be able to finish off this melee rack. He'll have to commit his life for it if he really wants it. Maybe not. He got 2. Resolution comes in big with the damage, and now Limp has to fight through while his teammates go for the buyback. Complexity, they need to catch more. Swindles, he's going to make sure that Weehaw has no escape. In fact, the rest of the team's going to make sure that's so the case. Saksa, he's going to be the extra kill potentially. Swindles catches him. Gets the extra cherry on top as he chased him down. Culling play not enough there.
He's got cheese
Meanwhile, Weehaw is definitely going to go down. Saksa will hold on to the cheese, it seems. The Swindles will be able to finish him off and find those towers. Limp will start beating it to a pulp with his Aghanim's plus the Alacrity. He goes straight to the melee racks. He'll be able to get that one. Now the initiation.
Here's the roar.
In some trouble. Hanskin holding off on the relocate. Resolution was hoping to be able to get the Chronosphere. Instant relocate out. They save Limp's life, and they may just give up their wisp.
Think of Rax for that is fine. That's a melee Rax. They didn't have to commit too much. They're most likely going to lose this wisp. Tries to go for the TP play.
Not going to happen. High ground with his Exorcism while the Tiny makes his way back. Tiny blinks in, goes straight for Weehaw, picks him up, throws him back down, brings him down to about half health. The Deputy Blast not in time. The Chronosphere locks in 2. Z-Freak's gonna go down. No ulti to be able to save him this time. Swindles the target of Finger Death, not quite enough to bring him down. Weehaw still very healthy.
It brings him into the sun.
And there goes the Supernova. They have to back themselves up. The explosion goes down, catches Chessie. They're going to be able to get him a stun. The two-man stun actually coming out from Limp, stopping the progression onto Chessie and chases the heroes away. Now Weehaw, without the exorcisms on the front lines, and may just get beaten to a pulp. Resolution blinks on Chessie, slices over him, but Limp, he's dealing with the Spirit Siphon. The Cold Embrace comes in just in time. Hanskin, he needs to be able to save Limp's life. He's going to be the target instead. His move goes for the right click, but DC, they've realized they've run out of steam and they need to get out of here. But Weehaw, he's going to be the one caught at least. Complexity, they're going to look for more now. What can they get? They blink forward. Chessie definitely blasts on out. Move tossed up high.
Bottom lane, might be a little bit greedy.
They're feeling
There
pretty
is a relocate
confident.
available.
They've gotten the right relocate every single time, and they're going to need another one here. The Force Staff comes out, the relocate save. Resolution looks for it, gets it. Chronosphere, caught Chessie. But can they save him? The Winter's Curse managed to catching Moo. Chessie needs a little bit of space to be able to blink himself out, gets the Deafening Blast, he's got it. Now another Chronosphere, locking in Limp. They've got Hanskin as well.
Oh,
and the BK being activated, but the Cold Embrace is saving Limp's life. Hanskin, he's going to be able to get himself away. Limp fighting on out to get the misery away with his Finger of Death and still intact. There's a huge burst
they
of
could
damage
just get
still
back
ready
right
to go. They need to be able to catch. Finger of Death goes out. Hanskin laughs it off. They thought they had this game. They thought they had it in the bag. Complexity, they turned it away. And now Complexity are the ones just moments away from being able to claim Megas. This lane of Rax, gonna be the first to go down, then they can rotate top. Middle push initiation. He gets Weehaw. Chessie, he doesn't have buyback. Up in the Deafening Blast. Second Deafening Blast, way down. Saksa will be able to survive, but then
we can't die
just going straight for Weehaw. Now the Roar's and Swindles both low, down to half HP. Cold Embrace will be able to bring Swindles, potentially get him out of here. No, they leave him behind. They relocate Limp out of there. Chessie on the front line. Swindles, he's still going to go down, but he's got the buyback position for it. They've got the double damage on Limp with Moonshard. He may just be able to cleave through this tier 3
damage
backdoor protection. Be damned. DC, make the initiation. The Hex thrown right back to face of misery. Now, those. Same goes with the Primal Roar. Moose stuns himself up just to be able to make sure that Limp doesn't get too far. Hanskin, way off in the countryside, waiting for his relocate out to jump in. Uh-oh, Weehaw almost gets dropped, but the Supernova save, and there's nothing to kill that one. They're going to be able to get that death prop.
And a large part of that damage came from having this egg.
BKB activated by Limp. He doesn't care. He goes for the Megas, but now his control's up, and there's no relocate to be able to save him. He just needs to either right click, and there it is, the Finger of Death. It pops him. They have the buyback, though, for the tiny bit Complexity. They don't want to blow it just yet. DC, now they're the ones on the hunt. They want to be able to find that extra hero kill. They found it. Yule Scepter on his Z-Freak. The stun up. Glimmer Cape is there, but it's not going to happen. Chains stunned. Oh, this smoke going deep. There's no tier 4s. They can potentially catch it, and they've got him. Chessie locked in. They're going to throw everything they have to be able to pop Chessie as quick as possible. Now Limp, he even gets tagged up. Now refresh. BKB activated by Resolution. Looks for another one. Gets another Chronosphere. And it's again locking down Chessie. But his damage dealers on the side. They don't quite have it. The silence goes out. Toss back into the fountain. Hello, Weehaw. Going to be taking shots from that one. Now the physical damage is being called back in. They eliminate him. That's going to be the Aegis plus the exorcism down. And no way of escape here for Weehaw. Locked in. Complexity got the combo to hold the base. And DC's
he doesn't have
failed.
buyback.
He's going to have to send back Saksa. They need everybody to get out of here. There's no buyback on the Death Prophet. They need everyone back at base, but he's not going to be able to make it unless the Blink TP out. Oh! He gets away, but that is still living on a prayer. Digital Chaos have to hold without their Death Prophet, one of their primary damage dealers, and without the big hold the double Chronosphere.
If Cole just go for this right now, they're going to realize Death Prophet doesn't have buyback. This is going to mean Mega Creeps minimum, and if she still doesn't buyback for that Rax, that'll confirm what they already suspect, that there's no buyback available on Wii.
Started smacking away, the Primal Roar leading things off. Resolution, they need to play this fast. They've almost got up. Limp's not going to be saved. The buyback is there. Hanskin couldn't get the relocate, wasn't up, but he's got it now. And he may just send himself back to get the tiny. Yeah, he's going to TP himself away. They're going to look for it, but the Yule Scepter stopped him. They knew what Hanskin was up to. No crafty plays here. Swindle's trying to counter-initiate, missing the call. Oh, the blowback there. Resolution. Time walk soon, but the Supernova save is there once again. Now Moo looks for an opening. Wants to be able to slow down Z-Freak. They've got him in hold.
Here comes Limp.
He's going to intercept, and Limp is back in play. He's got the boots of travel ready to go. They've got the call on Moo. They're holding him in place. That's going to be a certain death as Digital Chaos try and tuck in once again. They have the buyback, and 20 seconds left on the Death Prophet, but inside the base, Chessie has to defend the throne. It's at 1,500 HP.
Most likely going to get Mega Creeps here, though. unless DC, they can make the hold. They've got the chrono.
Oh god, is Limp gonna die again? Hanskin looking for the relocate play. Gets him out. Just like that, but they still don't have Jesse, and Limp is low. Maybe Hanskin didn't get him far enough away. They managed to get the bash. BKB activated. Saksa here with the supernova ready to go. Hanskin the target. Relocate is gonna send him back, and Swindles managed to get the call to intercept. Limp now looking for a fresh initiation on the background, ready to go with his blink dagger. Resolution on the hunt. He wants that damn carry, and he wants him dead now, but Hanskin, the support, will be the only kill that DC have found just yet. BKB activated. Resolution finds another.
There's an
Keeps on
exposed throne
pursuing.
now for DC
Complexity. They're frog hopping their way back here. Four staff, one over the other. But Limp, he's finally going to get caught here. The Golden Brace goes out. Witcher's Curse onto Resolution. Limp, he's trying to dodge his Sun Ray so he can get a blink out, but there's no hope. He's stuck in the corner. The boards are controlling him, and he goes down. He's dead. 2 minutes on the clock. It's Complexity. They need to be able to pick up something, but another round of Supernova and Swindles.
He's coming in.
Have a hope of chopping that egg. Meanwhile, at Throne, Weehaw, he's going for the big plays. He's got the exorcism. He has the Throne. Jesse, he's the only man stopping him between
They're
him
all
and the Throne.
TPing on him.
He's chipping down a little bit more HP. 250. The clip goes off. Weehaw dropping lower and lower. Resolution jumps the other side. A little bit more speed, and they got it. Digital Chaos have done it. Game 5 goes their way in Heartbreak City for Complexity Gaming as DC triumph. In the best of 5, they are going to the International. They are one of the 16 teams there.